probably fan favorite rematch of East versus West 16 will be Gennady Kukinyi versus Devon Larratt. I think the match was first time 2023. I think so. Yeah. Then Devon lost that match. Gennady won that match. Afterwards, Gennady got injured because they were set for a rematch. And then Devon became East versus West super heavyweight champion. Beat everyone in his past, then lost to Levon, went down to 105, and now is back at super heavyweights, and probably, most likely, biggest Devon we will ever see. He is now, very close to 140 kilos.
Maybe also biggest Gennady we have ever seen.
Maybe.
In his home country, hometown, Tbilisi.
Yeah. Full of Hinkali.
Yeah. Full of Hinkali, full of Georgian supporters.
I just go. We'll eat some Georgian food.
Have you ever been in Georgia?
No. Georgian food, Georgian wine.
Yeah. Khachapuri, Hinkali.
Yes.
Yeah, with some meat. Oh.
Yeah, so I'm cutting now weight, so I can allow myself to eat there like crazy. Yeah.
Back to fight.
So you remember the match they had first time? It was crazy battle back and forth. How do you see the match now?
What I loved about that fight is when you usually watch Devon's fight, he gets in a position. He have some control, and you are kind of sure, like, okay,
done.
For me, if I understand arm wrestling and similar from other arm wrestling fans, you watch first half round and you're like, okay, okay, that's it. I can go to, I don't know, make a sandwich or make a tea because.
But not with Georgians.
Yeah, no, it's probably same when he pulls with Levon, or he did pull with Levon, and he start to lose, and it seems like you have to make some terrible mistake to turn it over, or for opponent to turn it over or to change. With Gennady, it was different. So it was war. It was long fights. It was and Gennady in the last, I don't know how many years, was the first arm wrestler who was able after lost round to came back. And that's why it's so great, and I'm really looking forward to this fight because I hope to see something similar. Gennady, in a previous fight, what was mistake from Devon? At some point, it looked like he was in control, and we all believed he had control, and he in his mind had control. And I'm not saying he was playing, but he was thinking he's gassing out Gennady.
Gennady was thinking the same.
Gennady was thinking the same because that's a position where he feels good. And also, second, Devon is so good when he stops you and in his position. Yeah. That's where he's strong and that's where he can pull forever. But in that position, his elbow was not standing good on table. Yeah, Gennady was pressing through. Yeah. And if I would be in a Devon's position right now, I would try to do the main work in his strongest position, where he is good, where he can pull for long, and that's a position where I would try to gas out Gennady. I'm not sure if it's working from very beginning, but definitely I would try to gas out and to if we watch Michael Todd, if you look Gennady and Michael Todd, okay, Michael was super open, and if I would be a referee in a first round, I would give victory for Gennady, and I would give maybe some warning and foul for Mike. But still, he was actually Gennady spent probably 10, 20, 30, or I don't know how much percent of his strength by trying to pin him. After that, then you can generally use much more from your strength already in center with some press, with going inside, with trying to take some advantage position, to put Gennady in a bad position, then you can start to work. But you have to gas out your opponent in your strongest position.
Yeah. Devon, when they got on a hook, Devon was like this. He was like in a winning side, but he got pulled out from it. Like he couldn't finish there. So I think he's most likely working on that because he couldn't defend it in a hook, right? And he got it, but he couldn't finish. So he had all this where he was kind of working, but Gennady was just slowly just moving through him. So I think he has worked on inside arm wrestling for sure.
For sure. And also in a hook, if you take Gennady's hand here and he can press, he's super dangerous. You have to take his pronator. You have to put in a position to get on that biceps and also protect with your side, with your forearm.
That's where he was.
With a forearm that Gennady can't really change to this transition to press. If he will be here, he can press. He's super dangerous. He can push you to side, to elbow. Here, it's much harder on a biceps and to get on Gennady's biceps and try to...
Not to allow him to get here.
And because if you are in that position, you can't press down. You need here to press. So... of course, Devon knows that. But it's theoretically we all know how to arm wrestle. Question is, at that point, can you prepare some position? Do you have that strength? Do you have that ability to use that position very, very effective? From Gennady's perspective, he will not have control. The fight will be inside. If Devon will if Devon wants that fight to be inside, it will be inside. If Devon wants that fight to be
he couldn't take Gennady's hand like fully. Gennady kind of at one point he gave it up on himself and went for a press, but like he was here, like Devon was here, but still Gennady stayed flat. If you look at the video back, and then they were inside because he couldn't like. Overly.
I believe
also,
right now, yes, I think Devon will take hand if he will go for hand. But he's danger or he is kind of afraid that Gennady will be able to press him, and then if that rule that you can't go with your humerus under table is working right now, it's very hard to stop him. That's a point I see. So I think Devon will have control, but still without control, Gennady is so hard to pin. If he gets in that position, if he set up that position and he's fighting. So I don't know. Home country, even after lost with Michael, probably that's like a previous time. Gennady lost against Hermes.
Yes.
After he lost against Hermes, he kind of, I believe, get that boost and push.
He lost to Jerry.
Yeah, even more, and he usually like after like some probably for everyone, after some punishment or after some not so successful fight, you are much more motivated. Right now in Georgia, he's very dangerous. He's very dangerous.
I think he will come in probably better, strong. At least he will try, and he will. I think he knows exactly. He remembers the last match. He knows what Devon can do, and the real question is, like, does Devon has defense to keep his arm from getting pinned even if he takes the hand, right? And does Gennady has other options if that doesn't work? I think Gennady's press is still like where Mike was holding Gennady. Devon will not be able to. Like, I don't believe it. I think Gennady will just press through him. So it will most likely will go inside, and then we'll see who has better hook inside game. And we saw press there in that match also. There was many things happening. And
you said about that Devon will not be able. He will not be able in a so straight position. That's true, because I don't think that he have that good armbar position or whatever you can call No, but he could stop Gennady in some control of his angle with some back pressure. He could do that.
He can do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
He can do that.
That's very very possible.
But I think Gennady can just.
We will see. We don't know. We don't know. But it's also it's always possibility. Devon's last, I would say, really serious super heavyweight fight was against Levon. So it's almost also like a year ago as well.
Yeah, April.
Yeah, and he had a match with Petrenko, with Arconas, with who else? With I think before with Kamil maybe left, but yeah, not really any Chen Shou in USA.
Yeah.
Okay, super heavyweight, but still maybe not very elite. So after also kind of even a year, it's Devon back in a super heavyweights in a probably best shape of his life, and it's always personal as well. If you have lost before,
yes,
it's very personal. So he's taking it seriously from all aspects and points. And if right now we are talking that only Levon maybe or Levon is stronger than Devon, if Gennady will beat him second time.
Yeah, there's no question.
It's yeah.
At that point, I think all the arguments and all the sayings go outside. But yeah,
will it happen? We don't know. And even with that Gennady won previous time, and right now it's in Georgia, in Gennady's home country, hometown, and all that. I believe right now it's better chance for Devon. It's still very close. But I think Devon will use his previous experience from fight
and
better.
Learns from mistakes.
Yeah,
for sure.
he can use those because he had weapons also in previous fights.
Yes,
and that was a fight when I think Devon made mistakes. In some tactical aspects, I believe he made mistakes and he lost because of some mistakes in a physically super close fight. And I see some advantage for him. But how it will go, we will see in not Istanbul this time, in Tbilisi. We have used for so long. It's all happening in Istanbul. It's not far from Tbilisi, but still.
First time when it's in Europe and it's not in Turkey. First time on this side of the planet. So, guys, this is probably the biggest rematch on the card. We have many. I think 4 rematches.
I would say
4 rematches.
Hermes, like all main fights for me are
rematches.
Exactly. It's like Devon and Gennady, Michael Todd, Hermes, 2017, Irakli and Todd Hutchings.
Yes.
Also, it's a rematch.
Fee and
Malin.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like we would even if Engin ask before name of event and then
Redemption.
Yeah.
Redemption, something like that.
Yeah,
guys. Don't miss it. We're gonna be there. East vs West 16. Link you can find in the description. Get the pay-per-view if you can. If you're in Georgia or coming to visit, come watch it live. It's gonna be epic.
Watch live in Tbilisi. Watch live in pay-per-view. Doesn't matter, but
yeah, great.
Should be fantastic event and great fight.
Yeah, stay strong
and love arm wrestling.